When you were young.
When I was young.
Yeah.
When the earth was full of trees that bore fruit and the flowers bloomed, they were sweeter and there were love affairs to be had.
And lynchings?
Of course, when we talk about difficult topics such as slavery, such as white supremacy, such as racism, all of these topics make some people uncomfortable.
I asked
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
Johnny,
Yes.
Isn't it curious? You can talk about beautiful things, nobody applauds. You talk about lynching. I don't know whether that applause is because you approve of lynching or because you're happy that he said so. I can't figure it out, you know. Can you?
No, ma'am.
No.
And by not talking about certain aspects of the history, they're able to avoid it. They're able to pretend that nothing wrong has occurred, and therefore they can live their lives without the feeling of shame and guilt. I think it's important to always remember that in many ways, history, the way we tell our history, is very political. When people say that African American history is being erased right now, they are talking about efforts largely led by the federal government to remove any kind of public representation that centers the voices and experiences of Black people in the United States.
You should be hired based on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools.
And so there is a deep connection between the past and the present. And if the past informs public policy today, it means that it matters. And what that means is that ultimately, some people will try to use history to advance one particular narrative, and another group will try to use history to advance the complete opposite narrative. And we should not play these kinds of games where we, for example, recognize the importance of monuments at one particular moment and then turn around to say that we shouldn't have certain monuments. If we believe that monuments are important, then it means that we should allow for spaces in which we talk about slavery or we honor people of African descent, especially if we are going to make a case that we should honor Confederate leaders.
President Trump, back in 2015, you said the Confederate battle flag belongs in a museum. Do you still believe that?
All I say is freedom of speech. It's very simple. My attitude is freedom of speech. Like it, don't like it, it's freedom of speech.
You understand why the flag is a painful symbol for many people because it's a reminder of slavery.
Well, people love it, and I know people that like the Confederate flag and they're not thinking about slavery. I just think it's freedom of speech, whether it's Confederate flags or Black Lives Matter or anything else you want to talk about. It's freedom of speech.
What you find is that those who are often pushing these narratives of emphasizing the Confederate flag as some positive thing, they tend to be the individuals who don't want to talk about the other side of the story. And that's the danger, I think, in taking parts and pieces of the history as opposed to viewing history in a very nuanced and full sense. When history is erased or distorted in some way, it has broad implications how we tell the history. If we are telling a distorted version of the history, it means that we will push for policies and laws that don't necessarily reflect the broader society and don't take into consideration the lives of marginalized groups, including African Americans. Part of what I do as a historian is remind people that we have to pay attention to the facts. One can have many opinions, but what will never change will be the facts. I think that information, that particular aspect of the history is important to know, particularly in this moment. It's easy to feel powerless, especially when there are so many challenges coming from the federal government. There are challenges at the statewide level, challenges at the local level. We can't simply wait for the federal government to fix the problems. We have to come together. We have to put aside some of our differences. And what's so powerful about African American history, too, is that Black people have always been thinking about others as they advocated for themselves. They never simply pushed for laws and policies that would only make their lives better. They always thought broadly about how to make the world a better place for everyone else. That, I think, is truly the American story.